I'm Joe Chili. You can listen to me mornings on the Big Weck. Joining us today on the Big Weck Buffalo on the Rise is Brian Worth from the Clarity Group. Brian,
thanks for having me today, Joe. I appreciate it.
How are you? Nice to see you today. And you know what? I'm familiar, as you know, we've discussed before with the Clarity Group, because obviously I'm just not the announcer here. I'm a client.
Yep.
So I know very well what they do. I've worked with Karen Olson from your group on a number of times and sent a number of people there. So what do you think, you know, in your own words, what makes the Clarity Group different from some of the other groups out there?
So number one, what I would say is that we're really going out of our way to try and make sure that we are actually where people are living, right? So the nice thing about Clarity Group is that you can expect to be able to walk into one of our office and have a person in front of you doing, you know, a lifetime assessment of your health needs. So we want to be in your backyard. We have currently 5 locations throughout Western New York, and we're looking to expand.
That is what's very, very convenient. I mean, because of where I'm located, I was at like the Boulevard Mall, you know, location. But, you know, people can come, you know, to you at all different locations. I think the other thing is, you know, it's not like calling an 800 number and trying to go through all this kind of stuff. If I have a question, I can call up and get an answer to the question. I'm not afraid to ask the question and worried, am I going to sound stupid? Are they going to think I'm stupid? Because, you know, you guys go right through and you explain it. And the other thing that I thought was really interesting, during the election period, when, you know, that time is going on where you can change, you know, I get a call and, you know, Joe, let's set up a time. We'll sit down. We'll go over what you currently have, what some of the options are, because you guys aren't, it's not like you get anything more if you sell a specific, you know, company or something like that.
It's all even keel, yeah, for sure.
And you don't charge people when they go in, and you're doing this background work on them, and for them, I should say, and when they go in, they don't have to worry about a price.
Yeah, I think, you know, what you're really touching base on is the fact that we, you know, really strive to have a personal relationship with each of the clients and members, eventual members that we serve, right? I think that means a lot, right? So when we're looking at these things, I mean, you know, you ask the question, a lot of times you may know who it is that sells you or represents you for your car insurance. Well, why would you not want somebody like that? That's going to represent you when it comes to something more important, in my opinion, your health insurance. And that's what we do.
Yeah, and I think that people, you know, don't really understand that. I mean, when I turned, or was going to turn 65, and this happened maybe a year before I turned 65, I contacted the group. And I said, look, I'm getting, you know, regular mail, snail mail now. I'm getting, you know, all kinds of emails from people, you know, from different groups that are talking about this. I don't know anything about this. A to Z, I have no idea. So, you know, I sat down, gave your group the names of my doctors, the medications I was on, you know, things like this. And they actually, Karen specifically, but they actually went through and did all the homework for me.
Exactly.
And came back and presented not just one option, but they said, look, here are the different things. What do you think works best for you? And to me, that was unbelievable. And no charge. You know, what do you get for free nowadays? I mean, you know, no charge, right?
That's right. There's no charges with our services. You know, what we do is we strive to give you all of your options within the healthcare space, whether that be something like a Medicare Advantage plan, obviously, or we're looking into Medicare supplement plans, depending on what your health needs are. And then we attach a prescription drug plan to that. So it is all about options, and think of us as in your corner, like you've already experienced.
So people are sitting out there this evening, and watching this, and they say, okay, what can I expect? So what can you tell them? What are they going to expect? What should they bring with them for an appointment with the Clarity Group?
I would certainly say that obviously experience with us is a journey, right? We want to continue to journey with you. So what we would ask for new clients to make sure that they bring in a list of your a list of your doctors that you're obviously seeing right now. We'd like to have a list of your prescription medications that you may be taking, and then also bringing in your original Medicare card if you actually do have that currently. If you do not currently have that, we'll put you on the path to making sure that you get signed up for all of those alphabet parts of Medicare, A, B, C, D, maybe even E. So.
And I've got like an HMO POS plan, whatever it is referred to as, and I was kind of amazed because this year it went down. my monthly, how did that happen?
So that's all determined by the carriers or the insurance companies which we represent. They take a look at their portfolio, see which plans are solvent, and they try to move things around to where I would say each individual or groups of individuals are using more services and stuff. So you'll see that from time to time. I love seeing in the industry when the costs go down. Comparatively to that, we've seen a lot of parts of or plans within Medicare that have gone up this year. So that's where people are really struggling, and there is help, and we'd love to be able to help them.
And we talked about the annual election period. What happens if you want to get into a Medicare plan outside of that election period? Is it impossible to do so? What's the deal?
Absolutely not. New York is a very, very friendly state when it comes to being able to change your plan mid-year. I would tell you that there's a lot of caveats to that, and it's really based off of each individual we meet with, but there's plenty of options. I would ask anybody who is going through a particular need or a new diagnosis to please reach out to us, because we can do a lot of help. I want to make sure that you're getting the coverage that you need so that you're getting the medical attention that you obviously need.
Phone call or website, what's the best way to get a hold of you folks?
We ask that first and foremost, I think you would call us, right? Secondly, you can also hop onto our website and go ahead and click on meeting one of our agents, or you can click right through to set up an appointment with us directly.
So the website that people should be checking out, www.claritygroupny.com. And for more information and answers to your questions, contact Clarity Group by calling 716-393-3437. Sponsorship and promotional consideration for the preceding segment was provided by the following.